students, how are you? Hope you're all well. I welcome you to LG Studies. I am Elkanai. Today I am going to teach you nth term of an AP. In the previous class I have taught you exercise 5.1 and that particular exercise is not very important from examination point of view, but this is extremely important. Unless you understand this nth term of an AP, it is completely useless to go through this chapter. Clear? And the very next chapter, this is exercise 5.2 which we are going to study, and the very next chapter is 5.3. These two chapters are very important, 5.2 and 5.3. And you cannot understand these particular chapters, particular exercises, if you don't understand this particular thing, nth term of an AP. So let's start. Now what is this? What is this nth term? AP you know. Already I have told you AP is arithmetic progression, that you can refer to my previous videos. But what do you mean about nth term? Nth term of an AP is very important. Let us take some example of one AP. Suppose it is 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, one example. 2, 4, 6, 8. It is an AP, no doubt. A is 2 and the common difference is 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. You can say the very next term is 10. Then it will be 12. Then it will be 14. But if I ask what will be its 200th term? 200th term. Okay. So it is not viable to go like this 8, 10, 12, 14 like this way. You cannot go. So there should be some way in mathematics to find out how to get its 200th term of this AP. Or you may also ask what is its 500th term. Okay, any term of this AP. Okay, it may be 60th term, 65th term, 75th term, 100th term. That too, not by doing this one, by doing some calculations. So that is the very purpose of this. If an AP is given to us, then how can you find its nth term? First term, second term, third term, fourth term are given to you. Suppose if you are asked to find its 51st term, how can you do it? So that is the thing here. So try to understand. As I told you, if you don't understand this particular thing, the complete chapter will go useless. So first of all, let us write here term, then represented by or denoted by. Then it is not given in the book, it is just for your grasping the idea. Just to be clear-cut idea how we will derive that. Our aim is to derive an is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Our aim is to derive this. Okay, denoted by, then value can also be written as okay, term denoted by, value, and can also be written as. Our aim is to find the value of nth term of a given AP. Term, suppose the first term, this is the first term. A is denoted by first term. How do you denote the first term? We denote it by A, isn't it? We denote it by A. First term is denoted by A. A1, sorry, it is A1. A1 means first term, A1. Its value we write as A. First term is, as I told you, first term in AP. By convention, the first term is denoted by small letter a and the common difference is represented by D. Okay. Now, value can also be written as A plus 1 minus 1 D. Why? I have written like this. You will understand it later. Now see, 1 minus 1, it is 0D, means it is A only. Why I have written like this? You will understand it. Now let us go to the second term. Second term is what we represent as A2. A2 means second term. So if you write the AP like this, 2, 4, 6, 8, this is the first term, this is the first term, this is second term. That is why I am writing. And we represent A2. So its value will be what? A plus D. We get like this way only. Because 2, here D is what? 2, 4 minus 2, 2. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8. So we successively add, going on add 2, 2, 2 to this D. So here it is, we can write as A, it is 1D, we can write as a 2 minus 1D. Similarly, third term, we represent it as A3 and we write it as A plus D plus D. It will be 2D. Very important. So it will be what? A plus 3 minus 1D. Similarly, fourth term will be written as A4. It will be written as A plus 2D plus D, A plus 3D. And here we can write as A plus 4 minus 1D. Now, if you observe one thing, A1, A2, A3, A4. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. Now you see here, and you observe here. Here A all same, plus, it is same. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see there is a sequence. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and D. What the change is here? The only change here is only 1, 2, 3, 4. This particular column is changing. Remains are all same. So how we are getting this thing? You see 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So therefore I have written like this. Okay. So from here, anybody can easily say, if you go for the nth term, that is the very purpose, nth term of AP, if you go to nth term, that will be written as AN, because 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So nth will NN. So it will be what? No need to write it here. Come here. It will be what? A plus, you see, 4, 4, 3, 3. So N will be N minus 1 D. So dear students, we have got. So therefore we can say, therefore AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. Very important. Please note it down. Now what we got? We got AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. Okay. Now to understand these terms, there are how many variables are there? AN, then you are having A, then you are having N, then you are having D. So A you already know, this is called the first term. This is the first term, isn't it? And D you know it is called the common difference. Common difference. Clear? Now what is this A and D? AN, what is now suppose you write to understand. Suppose if I write 2, 4, 6, 8, this is the AP. Now what is this A? A, this is the first term, A is here 2. This is the first term, which is represented by A. And what is D? 4 minus 2, 2, 6 minus 4, 2. The common difference is this one, D. And what is this N? This is very important. What is this N? N, you see, this is for here N is equal to 1, here the N is equal to 2, here the N is equal to 3, here N is equal to 4, means the number of terms. Okay, N is equal to, here N is equal to 1, here N is equal to 2, here N is equal to 3, here N is equal to 4, isn't it? And what is AN? Now here value of, here AN means what? The value of the first term. Value of the first term is 2. Value of the second term is 4. This second term. The value of the, this is the value. The nth term, you can say the nth term. The value of the value of the nth term. Nth term. You can say suppose n is equal to 2. The value of the second term is 4. So value of the 50th term, okay, value of the 60th term. So this, that represents this one. So here if you say the value of the 4th term, so n will be equal to 8. Have you got it? N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4. So the 4th term, the value of the 4th term is 8. So that is equal to an. The value of the nth term, the value of the, and this is the number of terms. Number of terms. You see what number of terms? Suppose it is infinite. So number of terms is infinity. Here n is equal to infinity. But if I write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, stop. Then here, what will be n? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number of n will be equal to 7. Number terms are 7. Clear? So n is equal to 1 here. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5, n is equal to 6, n is equal to 7. There are 7 terms. And the value of n A7 is equal to 14. So this is the way. Okay. So you understood? Now you see. Here the most important thing you must remember here. Many questions depends on this. This n cannot be negative. N cannot be negative. Also, it cannot be fraction. That is, n must be belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4. Means belongs to natural number. That is, it belongs to natural number. D can be negative. D can be equal to 0. D can be less than 0. D can be greater than 0. D can be fraction. D can be irrational. Okay, D can be anything. N can be anything. But here the very important is that n cannot be negative. A can be anything. A belongs to, you can say A belongs to, you can say real number. A belongs to real number. Here An belongs to real number. You can say real number. Okay. D equal to 0, less than 0, greater than 0. You can also say D belongs to a real number. But n is no. N belongs to natural number. N cannot be root 3. N cannot be 0.1. N cannot be minus 3, minus 4. It cannot be 1 by 2. Very important. N should be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay. Having said this, now let us do some questions. There are how many variables? A, N, then you are having A, then you are having D, then you are having N. In An is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. So there are 4 variables. In these 4 variables you see An is here, A is here, D is there, N is there. So here generally what will be told, you will be asked to find any one variable when the other 3 will be given to you. Suppose these 3 will be given to you, you will be asked to find An. This will be given to you, you will be this may be given to you, and you will be asked to find N. That means I mean to say, out of 4, any 3 parameters will be given to you, means the 3 variables will be given to you, you have to find the 4th variable. Clear? So with this, let us do some questions. So this is exercise 5.2, question number 1. So there are 5 questions. Here you see, here you have to find in these questions 3 of An is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. What we have? An is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. There are 4 variables. Now among these 4 variables, 3 will be given to you and you have to find out the 4th one. You see here what is given? A, D, N given, and you find An. So formula, what is formula? An is equal to A plus N minus 1 D, isn't it? So if you use this one, so what you will get? What you will get? An. So A is what? 7 plus N is how much? 8 minus 1, D is how much? 3. Okay. So it will be equal to 7 plus 8 minus 1, 7 into 3, 21. That is equal to 28. 8 minus 1, 7, 21. Okay. So you got the value of An. A, D and N was given to us. A, D and N was given to us. Now in this case, again you have to find D. So again you have to find D here, isn't it? You have to find D. So similarly you place here, A is equal to 0, is equal to A is how much? Minus 18. Okay, minus 18 plus N is equal to 10 minus 1, and D is how much? D is, we don't know. We have to find D. So it will give you what? 0. Means if you take this one, this side, it will be 18. Is equal to 10 minus 1, it is 9 D. It gives what? D is equal to 18 by 9, D is equal to 2. Clear? Okay, now here you have to find A. So again you put in the same formula, A is equal to minus 5. A is equal to minus 5, and A is how much? A is, you have to find it out. A plus N minus N is 18. So N minus 1, what is D? D is minus 3. Okay. So it is how much? It will give you, implies. So it is minus 5, and so minus 5 is equal to A, and it is 18 minus 1, 17. 17 into 351 minus 51. So it will give you A is equal to 51 minus 5. 51 minus 5 is equal to 46. You got A is equal to 46. Okay, very easy. Just you have to substitute and get the value. Here again you have to find n. So what is that? An is equal to 3.6 is equal to A plus n. N is how much? We don't know. We will find out n minus 1. D is how much? 2.5. 2.5. So it implies how much? Bring this one this side. It will be plus. So 8, 6, 14. 4 carry 1. 3, 4, 1, 5. 8, 6. Sorry, it is 3.6. Sorry. It is 3.6. So 3.6, 18.9. 9, 6, 15, 5 carry a 1. 8, 9, 10, 2 carry a 1. 1, 1, 2. 2, 22.5. 22.5 is equal to, it is what? 2.5 n minus 1. 2.5 n minus 1. It will give you how much? N minus 1 will be equal to 22.5 by 2.5. So it will how much? This will cancel. So 5 5 jar. Isn't it? It will be. So 9 5 is 45. 9 29. So it gives you n is equal to plus 1. N is equal to 9 plus 1. 10. Got it? Now here it is similar to the first one. So here n will be equal to A. A is 3.5. 3.5 plus n minus 1. N is 105 minus 1. And what is D? D is 0. So it is equal to, complete thing is 0. So it is equal to 3.5. This whole thing is 0. 3.5. Got it? Please note it down. Now let us do question number 5.2. Question exercise 5.2 question 2. Choose the correct choice in the following and justify. It is an MCQ. It is similar to the first question only the pattern is, only the way of asking the question is different. Okay. You have to find the 30th term of the AP. Here A is equal to 10, isn't it? First term is 10, second term is 7, and third term is 14, and so on. And you have to find its 30th term. Okay, 30th term means you have to find A30. Okay, A30. So here what is given? Solution. Pay attention. What is given? A is equal to 10, isn't it? And D you can easily find out. What is that? 7 minus 10. 7 minus 10 is equal to minus 3. No need to check this one. 4 minus 7 again. No. Because it's already in AP. So all the difference will be same only. And what is N? N is equal to 30. You have to find 30th term. So N is equal to 30. So you have to find 30. Means A30 you have to find out. So A30 is equal to what? A plus 30 minus 1 D. So A is how much? 10 plus 30 minus 1 means 29, and D is how much? D is minus 3. D is minus 3. So it will how much? 29. It is 29. Okay. So it will be equal to 10. Okay. 10. Sorry. It is 10 minus 3 9 27. 3 to 6 7 8. So 10 minus 77. Minus 77. So this is our answer. Okay. Now similarly in the second question also, same as the first. Here A is equal to how much? A is equal to minus 3, and D is equal to, you see, minus half minus of minus 3. Pay attention. Okay. So it will be minus half plus 3. So it is 3 to the 6. 3 to the 6 minus 1, 5 by 2, and n is equal to 11. N is equal to 11. You have to find the 11th term. Now, so A11 will be equal to what? Now, A11 will be equal to A plus 11 minus 1, 10D. So A is how much? A is minus 3 plus 10. D is how much? 5 by 2. Isn't it? It is 5 by 2. 5 by 2. So you might be thinking, why we have used 11? Actually, we have used 11 here. 11 minus 1, 10. Okay. You see here. 30 minus 1. So it is minus 3 plus 2 5 is 10, isn't it? 2 5 is 5 is 25. So it is equal to 25 minus 3, 22. So is there? Yes. So this is the answer. So dear students, this is all for today. So what we did actually, we did the nth term of AP. It was very important how to derive the nth term of an AP. An is equal to a plus n minus 1d, and what is an, what is a, what is n, and what is d. That is very important. And then based on this formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1d, we did two exercises, means two questions, question number 1 and question number 2. These are also very basic level. So in the next classes, I mean to say in the next video, we will do some other questions, isn't it? So by then, by this time, you enjoy maths, enjoy life, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, okay, to motivate me. Thank you.